Hello, I am going to start making a series of very short, very off-the-cuff, very unscripted and unrehearsed videos about a programming language that I work on that I really like called Gren. I'm going to try to keep these 5 minutes or less. They're going to be very, like I said, off-the-cuff because I really wanted to make some videos, but I don't have time to script and practice and polish them, so I'm going to see how this goes, just kind of at the end of my workday every couple of days. See if I can just, off the dome, show something off that's worth watching. We'll see. But this is Gren. I'm not going to go into too much detail. It describes it here on the website. It's a functional language. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. I'll talk about it. It has managed side effects. Same thing. Strong static type system. Don't know what that means. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you. If you want to install Gren, you can use npm. That's probably the easiest way. Internally, we use something called DevBox when we're working on Gren. You can also install Gren this way. I like it for all of my development environments because it keeps things isolated. I don't install things system-wide. I just install them to the specific directory that I'm working on for that project. And I can have different versions of different things for different projects. It's really nice. Under the hood, it uses a package manager called Nix. You don't have to worry too much about what that means, but I'm mentioning it because you will see Nix as I show you how to install Gren the way I would, which is with DevBox. Like I said, you can use npm to install Gren, but I am going to use DevBox. You can see I don't have Gren right now. DevBox uses a JSON config. So when I did DevBox init, it created this JSON file. You don't have to worry about what it means too much because most of what you can do here you can just use the DevBox command for. So for example, I will be installing Gren with DevBox using our Nix flake. You don't have to worry about what flake is. It's just know that you use this magic incantation here to install Gren. If I did it this way, it would just install the latest, but I'm going to pin what I happen to know is the latest specific version, which is 0.5.3. So it will add that, and now if you look at the JSON config, you'll see in our list of packages that we have Gren installed. I still don't have Gren available, and that's because I have not entered a DevBox shell yet. So that shell command will put you into a new shell in the command line that has everything in that package list available. I like to automatically go into a shell when I enter a directory for these projects, and I use something called durenv for that. You can look up durenv. It's pretty cool. It does a lot of things, but specifically for DevBox, you can generate a durenv config like that, and it will create a hidden file called an .nvrc. So you see it there. You don't have to worry too much about what's in it. All you have to know is that when you enter a directory, so out here I don't have Gren. Now when I go into my, what did I call it? I think called the intro browser. It kicked off my environment. Now I do have Gren. All right, I have no idea how much time has passed, but I'm going to try to keep it quick and just show you what a very, very simple browser app with Gren would look like. And I will start with a Gren init, which creates a Gren JSON config right there. Gren source files are under that source directory, and they're usually called main for the entry point. Oh, that's not what I meant to type. That's what I meant to type. So every file in Gren is a module with a name, module main, and it exposes whatever functions you want to expose. I'm only going to expose the main function. That's what our compiler expects to find when we compile it later. And we're going to make HTML, so I am going to import the HTML package, the HTML module, which I think is actually the top level module. And I'm just going to spit out some text. And Gren is a compiled language, so to compile you do Gren make, and you give it the source file. And there's our index.html, and there's our amazing website. That didn't get too much into the language. That's purely setup. So the next one I'll talk about why you would actually want to use Gren, how you actually make a working application that does stuff besides just says hello or howdy or hey on the home page. But for now, I'm going to stop it so I can leave my office and be done with my workday. I'll see you another day soon, hopefully.